Hi everybody, welcome to Forex Trading Analysis. It is April the 3rd, and today we're going to be looking at three different pairs, but before we get started, I want to do a quick risk disclaimer. So foreign exchange trading carries a high level of risk. Before you decide to trade foreign exchange, we encourage you to consider your investment objectives, your risk tolerance, and trading experience. It is possible to lose some or all of your initial investment, so don't invest money you can't afford to lose. Seek advice from an independent financial or tax advisor, and all information provided is for educational purposes only and should not be construed as trading advice or counsel. So, three pairs I want to look at today are, first of all, the euro. I said yesterday I thought that rallies up to the 50 retracement would be capped, and we saw the FOMC minutes push this pair towards the downside today. We saw strong selling pressure from the euro, and I think that this could be the start of a pretty strong downtrend from the euro. I was waiting for this for a little while, and we did consolidate last week and at the beginning of this week, waiting for those minutes. So we did see a strong push down today. The 1 hour bar when it came out around 2 o'clock was 120 pips. So we had a strong push, a lot of selling for the euro, and I think after a retracement to the upside, we could see a beginning of a downtrend for the euro. That might be a little bit choppy at first, but I think eventually we will start to move down. And like I said, the 50% retracement is going to be a good area for defining our risk at. So if it does start to close above previous highs around 1.336, my bias may be reversed, and if it does start to close above the 50%, then it'll definitely be reversed. So those are levels I'll be looking at for the euro. Not too much in terms of trading for it today. Like I said, I don't want to sell short immediately just because I think that the push down was strong enough that it's mostly been priced in. So if we do have other news that pushes this pair, then we should see a lot of movement in other pairs as well. So another one I want to take a look at is the yen, which is in a downtrend right now, moderate downtrend. These are only the 1 hour charts, but it has been in a downtrend for quite some time, and we did see a large push up over the past month or so from the yen, and people have been a little bit euphoric about the pair. So we have seen a retracement down to around 81.62. So I don't think that this retracement has run its course. I think that we are still in the beginning of a moderate downtrend for the yen. My bias for the pair is bearish, just based on the fact that the yen is known to be such a strong currency and depreciate against the dollar. So we will see the yen. If you do see me make a video on it, most likely I won't be entering too many long trades, and short will remain to be my bias. So in order to define my risk on the downside, I will be using the close of this large bar at 82.96, as well as close the other large bar at around 83.217. I think that eventually the dollar will start to head up, but the yen being such a strong currency, it won't move as much against the yen. So I will be looking to trade pairs such as the Swiss franc and even the Swedish krona I'll be looking at. And I might make a couple videos about that this week, just to add a little bit of a different pair in here. So like I said, I do think that the yen is in for a push to the downside, but I'm not quite sure how much that is going to be. Like I said, I think we have a little bit more to run for the pair in terms of correction of the big up move here. If we do get down to 50% retracement, I don't have it drawn right now, but if we do get down to that'll be a level I'll be looking at for a possible pushback to the upside. And so, yeah, right now that's what I'm looking at for the yen. The last one I want to take a look at is the pound dollar, which is probably the most intriguing setup for me right now, just based on the fact that we are so oversold. RSI right now is at 24, so we have extremely oversold conditions for the pound. And while I do think we have a little bit more to run to the downside, a push back to the upside, and a correction of the overselling. When I say overselling in euphoric state, I mean that when certain news breaks come out, people tend to sell too much and buy too much. So that's why I look a lot at median prices. That's why I think that 50% retracement is the most reliable source, just because the median price is always going to be the true indication of the real value of a currency in terms of another currency. So that is why I look at the 50%, and I do think that we still do have some sellers remaining in this market. I know that there were rumors of bids and offers today, so we will see a little bit of a choppy market for the pound over the next couple of days, but eventually I do think that we are still in a pretty moderate uptrend, and I will be looking to buy pullbacks for now. If that does change and we do start to see RSI remain in the oversold territory, then I'll continue to look toward the upside eventually, and if my bias does change, then continue to watch the videos and I'll let you know. So those are a few things that I'm looking at this week for these three pairs, and thank you very much for watching. If you want to follow us for more updates during the week, at Synergy FX, we'll be posting updates. Probably get some good economic data up there today. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and good luck trading.